Hey, I'm Brendan with Knowles 24/7. Hopefully I'm blinking enough for you guys this episode. Hopefully I don't look cracked out. Hopefully I don't look Adderall-y. Hopefully I don't look, hey dude, can I get that last cigarette-y? Guys, the allergies in Tallahassee are awful. I'm working a lot of hours right now. I'm sorry I can't look fresh and pristine for you. Anyways, to the topic of today, as we recap day 2 of Florida State's spring practice, I want to focus on a singular player, someone who I don't think we've spent enough time talking about. I don't want to take this player specifically for granted because of what he means to this program, and that's Jordan Travis. We learned last season that Jordan Travis was capable of being a borderline to maybe arguably elite college quarterback. There was a debate throughout the offseason at Knowles 24/7 whether Jordan Travis could even be a good Power 5 quarterback. Myself, I feel like I got on the Jordan Travis bandwagon earlier than most and was having to kind of fight that battle, even late in 2021, that, hey, Jordan Travis is a really good quarterback. But even I had my doubts, back in 2019, early in 2020, whether he could play at this level. Forget even being a good quarterback, whether he could play quarterback at the college level. And he's just come such a long way. And as it applies to spring practice for FSU, as we've gotten to see a couple so far, I feel like I need to put a little attention to this. He looks like he's continuing to get better. I don't think we've seen Jordan Travis hit his ceiling yet. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I was blinking enough. I had to think about these things because I'm going to get criticized. To the point, Jordan Travis looks, one, physically, he's put on considerable bulk, right? He looks like someone who has, as the kids would say, not skipped leg day. He looks like he is ready to elevate his game physically to another level and being able to kind of assert himself as a runner, be a little bit more physical in that regard. To be able to put more oomph into throws muscularly. I hope that you guys are able to see what we're seeing at practice during the spring game in mid-April. Hopefully he doesn't lose any of that bulk in the next month or so. And then I think it's worth considering that he is going to be able to add more weight, right? The off-season, the summer program is when you really make your biggest amount of gains. So he looks different. And just even the way he's carrying himself, I feel like last year we saw this newfound confidence in Jordan Travis, this belief that he was willing to accept that he was the face of the program. The difference this year is last year was a believe you can do it. This year is a know you can do it. There's not this I think I can or I'm confident I can. No, Jordan Travis knows what he's capable of, what he did last year, throwing for 25 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, being one of the most explosive quarterbacks or just offensive players in general last year, leading one of the most explosive offenses. There is a ton of value to knowing you can do it. And we see that in the way he just carries himself at spring practice, the way he interacts with teammates. He'll pull, yesterday, AJ Duffy got chewed out by Mike Norvell. Jordan Travis pulled him aside and they talked a little bit afterwards. And Jordan was just very comforting and kind of just knew how to kind of press the right buttons to make sure AJ had a good rest of the day. And guess what? AJ did have a good day too as well. He recovered from a slow start. Jordan did something similar on day 1. Darian Williamson, a really promising wide receiver, he ran a bad route. Jordan pulled him to the side afterwards. They sat down. They were getting water together. You can just see Jordan kind of orchestrating with his hands, this is where you're supposed to go. This is what you're supposed to be doing. He's being a leader. And I think that comes from him being super confident in himself. He's assured in what he knows he can do. Finally, the last point I want to talk about as we talk about day 2 observations from the spring as it applies to Jordan Travis, the thing I don't want to take for granted, the arm talent just keeps getting better. There was one play it was on air. It was just them working on a rollout concept where you had to roll out to the left. And Jordan was able to flick the ball with ease on the run about 30 yards downfield on an absolute rope to a wide receiver down the sideline. It was this NFL caliber throw that you have to, he has to do that over and over again to be considered an NFL draft pick, right? But the fact that that's in the arsenal is something that wasn't there a couple years ago. And now he just makes it look really easy. And so when you're thinking about his upside, what he can be in 2023 for FSU, that's all a physical growth that he's displaying as a passer is clear. He had some really good throws downfield yesterday in 7-on-7s. You can tell he doesn't make any bad decisions. The coaches are never really getting on him about where he's putting the ball. There's not something there. He's fine throwing it away. Still super athletic. He has all these tools and he just keeps building on them. I'm going to be really interested in seeing how he continues to evolve in the spring as they put pads on. And listen, there's going to be some days, Mike Norvell said, where they don't play Jordan a ton because they know what they have with them during the spring. They don't want to wear him out too much. They want to give younger guys reps to kind of evolve and get better. But FSU has something really special in Jordan Travis. I think as a fan base, like FSU fans, and if you're watching this, I'm assuming you are an FSU fan, right? Jordan Travis should give you confidence, and you should just openly, like my opinion to you, openly embrace what you have in Jordan Travis. He's been really good through 2 days. He just seems well equipped to handle being the face of this program. You don't know exactly what the ceiling is, but I've learned through now 4 years of covering Jordan Travis, don't put a ceiling on what he can do because he keeps getting better. And I think that for an FSU fan base should be something that you're really excited about because he's got a ton of potential, and I don't know if we've seen his ceiling yet.